Hi, Daumen. I'm super excited to have you here. You started trading in March of 2024 and you managed to turn your initial 1K investment into multiple millions. And you quickly became one of the best traders in the space. And you recently made it your mission to onboard new people to the meme coin space by posting educational crypto content outside of CT on platforms like Instagram Reels, TikTok, and mainly also YouTube. Is there anything else that you would like to add to introduce yourself or something that we should know about you?
Hello. Yes. First of all, thank you for the invite. Yeah, like you said, I started 2 years ago. It's been a fun 2 years, 2 years of learning, and yeah, I was successful enough to have turned my initial investment into a fairly decent amount. And I still trade every day. Like I still size into coins. I still trade low caps. But yeah, I started YouTube really because I had so many people either on my live streams or on comments asking for help, asking for tutorials, and I kind of wanted that when I started. So, I tried it out. I liked it, and it's growing. As like a good rate. So people want it, and the feedback has been good, and that's like my side project which I think eventually will become my main project.
That's amazing. Congrats. Daumen,
Thank
I
you.
would like to hear from you personally. What is your story? Like, what is your background? How did you get into crypto?
Yeah.
And what were you doing before crypto as well?
Yeah, so before crypto, I had like a 9 to 5, fresh out of college. That's before 2024, and I was aware of NFTs. I was aware of the amount of money that was being made, but I never really looked into it. And then I saw some P&Ls, some stories online of people making millions of dollars on these coins, and I just I took a chance. I started. I created a Twitter account, and I randomly bought a coin. And that's pretty much it. Like I jumped right into it. I lost some money in the beginning. I made it back. It was fun in 2024 because you could just buy a coin and be part of a community, sort of, let's say, like working for your money. Like buy a bag and raid people. And I started like that. I wasn't like a normal person, quote unquote, with a normal job, 9 to 5. And I think so. I started in March, and then in July I quit my job. So it's like 4 months in. I had already some financial stability, and I quit my job, and I've been doing this ever since.
That's amazing. But when you first started, how did you know what to do? Like, because there's like
Uh,
many steps, right? You need to set up. I don't know how it was back
yeah,
then because I wasn't trading, but like a
yeah,
phantom wallet, and then
yeah,
maybe a
exactly.
trading bot and stuff. Although I don't think you had that
Uh,
back then.
no, like to be honest, I don't remember how I saw that
Mm-hmm.
part, but I have a tech background myself, so like these type of quote unquote techs and computer related things are not new to me, so I'm comfortable around it. I got rugged a lot in the beginning. I didn't know what to buy. I saw which accounts or YouTube channels that had the most followers, and about what they were saying. And when you buy so many things and you lose your money, each time you lose, it's a lesson. Like you just become more experienced and more cautious about your investment. So after I'm just making numbers up, but like after the third or fourth purchase, I my accuracy was just way better, and I didn't lose. Just
Yeah.
trial and error, to be
Uh,
honest.
I was just about to say that, so it was just trial and error for you. Okay, that's amazing. You just mentioned that after 4 months you quit your job. Um,
Yeah.
what made you decide to quit your job and pursue trading full time? And like, why? Like, why were you confident that this was something that you could do long term?
It's really about the financial, like the amount of money itself. So if you're making, let's speak like a random middle class person in Europe. If you're making, I don't know what's the average salary, like 2K, 1.5 to 2K. I don't know. If you're making that per month, after taxes, it's even closer to 1K. And if you in 4 months, if you make $100,000, like 6 figures, That's the equivalent of like more than 40 years of work after taxes. So I'm like, I just made 4 years of work. So I'm going to quit and try to put even more hours in because I was doing this after hours. So I didn't have much time. And I'm like, so I made 6 figures. What can I do if I put my whole day into it? The worst that can happen is I lose these 6 figures and I go back to my old job. Or a similar job. So that's why like I really took a chance, to be honest.
That's great. It's also great that you were able to make 6 figures in your first 4 months. Like, I don't think many people can say that about themselves. So how did you, back then when you first started and after your like trial and era, how did you develop a trading strategy for yourself? Like, how did you find like the type of like trading style that would suit you?
I'm like I study a lot. That's the thing about me. Like I just I just copy whoever is winning, and it's not just like whoever is winning, but like whoever is winning that is achievable. For example, let's come back to today's days. So you have the fortnightfication, quote unquote, of the trenches. You have like these highly skilled, high dopamine guys, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, okay, these are good winners, but I cannot copy them because I'm not built like that. I'm not a gamer myself. So who can I mimic? And in 2024, you could really buy good coins. And for me, understanding good coins, understanding narratives is better. So who was winning at the time? There were guys like, Mitch. I used to go through his wallet a lot and I would be like, why did he buy this one? Why did he buy it and it's still so low? Maybe it's a good bid. I remember vividly, I bought a coin that he had bought. It was still at like 40K. And I'm like, if he bought it, it must be good. So I bought it. It went to millions after. So these were my first months. I was just copying these guys. And each time I copied, I went on and I took a look at the coin and I'm like, oh, I see why they bought. So I really study a lot. That's how I developed my skill. And even today to trench, like trenching is very different from sizing. And I still studied. I was like, who are the guys that are winning in these fields? How much are they buying? How long are they holding? How many tokens? How many wallets? I took notes, like I really on a notebook, all of that. And then when I study a lot and I figure out what's behind of it, I jump into it. That's what I do.
That's great. So who are your like best traders nowadays that you're looking at and that you're like studying their plays?
Today, right now is a bit tricky because you have guys that buy a couple coins per day, maybe a few per week, and you have guys that buy hundreds per day. I really do not think you can put them all in the same basket, but I would say like as far as trenches as far as trenches, of course, Cupsy, like all time, Scented, say whatever you want, but like just the amount of hours that he puts in, the efforts, I mean, it's undeniable. Scented. So those two in terms of trenching. I also like more like there are guys that do that, but also look for like hold a bit longer. Like Danny has been winning a lot. Also, I also like his style very much. And then when it comes to sizing and really putting in the money and buying 1-2 coins per week, I like Jota, undeniable goat. Logjam also very very good. Eli, some that come to mind. Of course, there are more. My bad if I didn't mention, guys.
No, that's fine. You're good. Yeah, I also like the people you've mentioned. I'm also more of like a holder myself. Like I don't trench, quote unquote trench. I like to buy like good narratives and good memes. So I also really like the people that you've mentioned. So Daumen, you started trading meme coins with a total of 1K, and back then in 2024, you ran it up to 9 million, if I'm not mistaken. How long?
Close to it, yeah.
Wow, that's great. How long did it take you to do that?
It was from like beginning of March to end of 2024, so like 10 months. I didn't cash it all out. So like there are even crazier stories than that from people that we know. I didn't cash it all out. Just FYI. because I round tripped a lot. That's part of the learning
Mm.
process, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. So, um, that's good to know. I'll come back to that. Um, Also, many people in the space obviously want to make this kind of money, but most people never get there. My question is, what did you do differently from other people? Like, what do you think your edge was?
Mm, good question. Um, g- I think I definitely think that there are a combination of factors that help me. I think studying was obviously very important. I don't think many people take time to study. They just want to be trading, and I think studying is part of it. I also think that me quitting my job and having more time to dedicate to it also helped a lot. For sure, it helped a lot. So I was able to ramp up 6 figures to seven after quitting my job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I also, I really made a commitment to myself to never go to zero after I lost. I almost got liquidated off that 1,000, and it really affected me so much. And when I was able to turn like my last trade ever into good money again, like I was like, I can never go back to zero again. Like there's just no way. If I'm down, that like I really gotta make sure the coin I'm buying is really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay. So I see what happened there. So you lost a lot of money on like coins that you were
Yeah,
just like blindly aping, and then.
it's
Or,
just I had this 1,000. It was going up and down, but always close to 1,000. And then there was like I was more comfortable with it, and some guy scanned something in the chat. He like, "Yo, buy this. It's like alpha," and I put the whole money into it, and it
okay.
actually went up quite a lot. But at the time, it was not easy to sell coins. And I was on the pump website, and I sold through the pump website at the time, like we used to do it. And I was looking at the transaction, and I saw a sale of my amount was like 5K, and I'm like, okay, it went through. And then I just went to dinner, came back. It wasn't my sale. Like I didn't sell. My sale didn't go through, so I lost it all. And I was down to
Oh.
I think $60. And I posted this on X. And I put the $60 blindly into a coin. It was called like Unicat or Uni something. I don't know. And I woke up to 6,000. It's 60 to 6,000, and I instantly sold. Boom, 100%
That's
sell.
crazy.
Uh, yeah, and from
That's
there,
insane.
I never lost again. Like my whole part. That's what I mean.
Yeah, okay. And then you also mentioned that you round tripped a lot, right?
A lot, yeah,
Okay.
really a lot, yeah.
Okay, so have you now developed like a selling strategy, and can you like give us some advice
Mm.
on like selling?
Uh, well, I know the theory now. Now I know the
Mhm.
theory. I haven't developed a selling strategy yet. I need to work on it because
Mhm.
I think that's one of the advantages of being a trencher. Is like trenchers, they will sell for Solana and stack the Sol or the USDC, put it into the bank. It's a mindset of like stacking profit. I think it's harder to retire while being a trencher, and to retire, I think you need to hit a generational play or something like that.
Mhm.
Unless you're like really skilled and you are able to make like $5 million per year. But you know, I round tripped because I was not experienced. So guys from previous cycles, they had done it before and were able to sell. This cycle, I was not, because it's my first cycle.
Mhm.
I just think it happens to everyone, to be honest. I welcome it in the sense that, like, how could I have known? Like, you come from a 9 to 5 making 2K per month, and out of nowhere, you're close to 8 figures. It seems like you're unstoppable. So, it was bound to happen. Now I'm like, I have targets, but it's still, I can see that some of these targets that I have these days are a bit unrealistic. But again, I'm already comfortable in my life. I have made some good investments, and it's like, if you want to really retire, you gotta, you know, aim a bit higher and hope for some luck.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that. So in the past when you would round trip, and like even nowadays, what was the reason? Was the reason that you
Mm.
were too bullish?
Yeah, in the past it was very different because In the past, everything was going to, billions. So I'm like, yo, if that coin is at 1 billion, my coin can go to 1 billion. So in the past, I didn't have targets. It's just like full euphoria. Everyone buying watches in the chat, everyone buying cars. It's just like, it's fiction, almost. These days, it's like, I round trip 300K just like 2 months ago on Punch, or 3 months ago, into a 70K loss. And it's like, it's not because I was too bullish. It just didn't hit my target. That was my mistake. I had a target,
Okay.
it didn't hit it.
Okay.
That was just my mistake.
Okay. I understand. How do you set your targets in a trade?
I said it based like these days it's based on current ceilings. What I mean by it is like, for example, now you have Ansem at 100 mil, and it's like coins are going to 100 mil again. That's how I think about it. But then I think like, okay, but it's Ansem plus you have 60% locked, so it's impossible for a normal token to go to 100 mil, but maybe it can go to 25. And then I see if there are coins closer to 10. It's like a combination of holders, tokenomics, and what other coins are doing.
Yeah, I understand. So back then when you were holding Punch and you set your target, were you setting your target higher because of recent coins like Penguin,
Yeah,
for example? It
exactly.
happened like the month
exactly.
before.
That one, exactly. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And have you like learned have you learned your lesson or not really?
I've learned a good lesson in there. It's like the lesson is your meme might be good, but it's not up to the meme. If that's what I mean. It's like it's not enough to be a good meme. It really is not. And ah, that's all I really want to say. Just not to influence people, but the meme being good is like your entry to buying it. But in order for it to really go, the meme is borderline irrelevant.
Okay, what factors do you think are more important?
A circumstance, for example, let's think about Penguin.
Yes.
Penguin was viral, right?
Yes.
It's we can discuss if it was worth going to 200 mil or not. That's personal opinion, but it was viral. It was on TikTok, and it's like it nuked super fast.
Yeah.
What it means is it was listed in a bunch of exchanges, and now imagine you're an exchange and you're going to list a coin, and then it just nukes from 200 to 5. That's bad optics. So next one comes, it's a good meme, and imagine if I'm like the CTO lead and I go there and say, yo, I have this really viral meme, amazing coin, it's all over. And they're like, yeah, that's what they told me about Penguin, right? So I don't want your meme. So, Punch was undoubtedly like the biggest thing in the world, right? At some point, way bigger than Penguin, but that's not enough because, they were afraid because of Penguin, blah, blah, blah. So it's not up to us liking the meme or not. That's what I mean.
Okay, yes. So it also highly depends on like the psychology of the people. Yeah, I get that. So nowadays, when you're up a decent amount on a meme that you like and that you're really bullish on, did you sort of like find a solution not to round trip the whole amount? Do you like secure some profits at some point, or do you always just like wait for your for the meme to hit your target?
That's a good question. Yeah, I separate wallets now. I have my trenching wallet and my sizing wallet because I think for me it's very difficult to if I'm trenching, I need to take profit. And then imagine if the coin is really good, but I'm trenching, so I gotta take profit. And then I have my believing wallet, quote unquote, and it's like this wallet, the targets are way higher. So I use separate wallets, one for holding, one for trenching. And that's it. I try to buy like, if I can get 1.5% and then sell my initials at the 3x, I still have 1% to ride with. I try to do that. Almost never works out because it's already too high for me to buy 1.5%. But yeah, I think TLDR is separate wallets for me.
Okay. You were also a big TripleT maxi, right?
Still am, yeah.
Yeah. And I have seen that you have taken some good profits at
Mm-hmm.
around like 12
Mm-hmm.
million, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why did you decide to take profits there?
Good question. As well. You know, again, we can go back to like investing rationally versus emotionally, and
Mm-hmm.
again, Triple T for me, it's generational in the sense that like my cousins, my little cousins, they play with Triple T toys. I really think it's uh, it's a funny representation of AI because it represents like AI, it represents Gen Z or Gen after Z. I don't know what Gen it is, but like it's something that like what troll face was to older generations. Triple T will be to these new generation. So the meme itself, arguably one of the best memes right now. But like when I bought it, I have these guys that I speak with, and it's like I was like, "What's your target for this one?" And the thing is, if I compare it with the pump run last year of in the summer, you had Troll going to 200 mil, you had Tokabu, USD, you see all of these coins above close to 100. And if we take a look to current days, I'm like, I think NIT is like the chosen one, quote unquote, like the leader of the pump soul coins. Because by the way, I think so USDC will have a run, but that's a different thing. But my rationale was like, I think NIT maybe leads and Triple T goes after it, even though it's a
Mm-hmm.
better meme. It's just not up to the meme. And I spoke with guys that are very good traders, and they were like, they had some targets, and then I saw them selling a bit earlier than their targets, and it was also when USDC was released. I decided to hedge. That's for me. That was the bottom line. I decided to mitigate my risk because when Pump Swap released last year, I was holding a lot of Pump coins on Radium, and I lost almost $1 million just by holding those coins. I didn't see how important it is like to mitigate risk, and this time I mitigated. Like I still have a good bag in Triple T, a very good bag, and I really hope and think it does something. But it's about risk management. I can be bullish all I want, but end of the day, I'm an investor, and if I don't mitigate, like if it goes and people are like, "Yo, you're dumb, you sold," sure, man, maybe I am, but yeah, I thought it was the best decision. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree, especially after what you just told me that you almost lost $1 million because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't like adapt, you could say,
Yeah, that's a word. To be honest, that's a word.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and after you also round tripped a lot of money even into a big loss because
Hmm?
y- you were your targets
I
weren't
was
met.
trading emotionally, to be honest.
Yeah, and also yeah, I agree. Like Triple T is the meme. Everyone knows
Yeah,
Triple T. Everyone's talking about it. As you said, it's like the meme for Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
yeah, one hundred
But
percent.
but also you mentioned before that it's not only about how good the meme is, it's also about other factors like the state of the market, the psychology of the traders. So I
Yeah,
I think you did well, especially if you're still holding a bit of triple of your bag and you've
yeah, I
secured
am.
profits. There's
I
nothing wrong
still am.
about that, like nothing at all. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me, why are you so bullish on USDC?
Like because for me in an ideal world we would be trading using dollars, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And why using dollars? So imagine a launchpad, doesn't matter which launchpad. Imagine if you were able to create coins in any chain. I'm talking Sol, BNB, Base,
Yeah.
ETH, whatever, and you launch them. They all have the same market cap, let's say $1 billion. You
Mm-hmm.
buying $1,000 on any chain, you get the same amount. It's the same. Trading on any chain would be the same. It's really the same because you are used to buying in dollars. I think it just makes so much sense that a product is like it's not dependent on the chain. If you know what I mean, like we don't need to bring Tolly, we don't need to bring Merge into all of these meme coins. Let them handle the chain. Let us focus on our product. And if our product is successful, which are the launchpads and memes, maybe the chain benefits from it. So we're distancing ourselves a bit from the chain. We're moving cross chain. We can trade anywhere, deploy anywhere. And also, so that's the underlying idea, in my opinion. And in practical terms, the coins are deployed at higher market caps and they bond at higher market caps. This means that the effort for you to bundle a coin is way higher, right? Like it really is way higher to buy. And if you are bundling a coin at, for example, I buy 4 Sol at 2K, I get a huge percentage. I buy the same amount at 5K, it's way less. It really is harder to bundle. And the coins that are bonding, because the bonding is at 60K, I think, they are higher quality. If they bundle, it means they are higher quality. You know, I've just had fun trading these. I think they have a good PA. I think the liquidity ratio is also decent. I don't know. It makes sense. It's natural. Like memes should be traded on dollars. I don't know. I'm just like I said, I'm mitigating risk. Maybe I fail miserably, and all these investments and this risk mitigation ends up not paying off, and Sol memes just explode exponentially, and I lose this money. But what if it went and I go through it twice? You know, I couldn't handle that. I think long term you will win if you always hedge. That's what I took, the lesson I took from my loss last year. So yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Also, Tolly recently tried to like sort of distance the whole Solana blockchain from meme coins publicly.
It makes sense in my opinion because they are known as the meme chain, right?
Yeah.
And like end of the day, if you need the big VCs to invest money and all of that, and all you're known for is the meme chain, you know, it should be known as a product of the chain, not as like the chain is memes alone.
Yes, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, no, I definitely see your points. It would make things a lot easier for many people as well because, you know, we've these past months we've had base season, we had ETH season,
BNB also
season.
before.
Yeah,
it's so hard for me. I don't know how to trade just because you know the values are so different. And then sorry to cut you off, but like
no
there are people that will trade and they will receive the Sol back, and then they're like, Sol is at 80, right? And they're like, oh, Sol is going to 200. I'm just going to stack Sol. No, listen, you are not a macro trader. Like you don't know if it's going up or not. Like you are entering right now. You're entering in a double trade. Mm-hmm. And you know, I've always sold Sol. I've always sold, and my average is somewhere closer to 140. And when I sold it, people were like, "Oh, it's going up," but like because I sold all the time, I have an average that's almost like twice the current price. Because I'm not a macro trader, you know, and I think dollars will also help fix that, in my opinion.
100%, yeah. As you said, you enter a double trade. And I also think that like normies would be more inclined to trade.
That's a good point that I didn't think about. That's a point I didn't think about, and
yeah.
it's actually really good. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like if they could trade on with a stable coin, they could buy.
That's a very good point. I gotta make a video about it. Imagine like they are like, what's a Sol, right? Like how much is a Sol worth? Is it like 60? I swear it was 70 last week, right? So just by $70 worth of it, because you know even the Pump app, like they've been using Apple Pay a lot. I have a friend that, you know, he buys with Apple Pay. It's dollars, right?
Yes.
It's dollars.
Yeah,
that's what I like. Just blink on the Apple Pay and that's it.
So easy and super like straightforward, very consumer friendly. Sorry, not customer friendly.
I agree.
Because I have a friend, you know, she knows about meme coin trading, and I'm mainly trading social media memes, and she was like, oh, that's so cool, let me try it. And I was like, I like just make sure to put like a low amount that you're not, if it wouldn't hurt you to lose that money, you know, because obviously I don't want her to like make wrong decisions. And then she did. She set up a Phantom wallet, you know, bought some Sol, and then Sol went down like a lot.
That's it.
Yeah, and even though she like made some decent trades, her total amount was still much lower than what she put in initially. And so that for me is like a big reason on why I think USDC pairs would be really, really good.
Also,
and,
your friend, she needs to be a bit tech savvy, right? Because she had to buy Sol, she had to download Phantom, like convert all of that, send from an exchange. That process is like so tedious and so not normie friendly. It's like so 2024.
No, exactly. Yeah, I had to explain everything to her because she was like really lost, understandably so. And that's why I also asked you before when you first started and you didn't, have like anyone that could explain it to you. How did you do it? Because it is a long process to get there, and I feel like many people, even if they wanted to start, wouldn't know how to start and where to start because it's just like
Now they have my YouTube, so that kind of fixes it.
I watched your videos, they're really nice.
Thank you.
But yeah, one more thing that I wanted to ask. So you said that it would be good if we could trade like all of the chains on USDC, right, instead of like BNB base and whatever ETH. For every chain, like from what I've observed, like every chain has like sort of different runners, different coins. Like on Solana it's obviously memes, and then on Base, for example, it's like the tech projects and stuff.
Exactly.
Do you think this could be like united somehow in like USDC, or do you think that would actually lead to like problems? I don't know how to like really say what I'm trying to say. I hope you get it.
I don't think like the memes running on each chain will change. I think it's the same. For example, BNB is a good example because it's mostly Chinese narratives and Chinese stickers, and I don't think that will change because the majority of participants are Chinese. So, for example, I hold a few coins on there, and I can understand anything that's being said, and I don't think it will necessarily change. So I think that chain will still have runners that are Chinese tied narratives. I think Base has solidified itself as a tech chain because the main runners are banker, clanker, like they are built for that, and we've seen more tech plays on Sol. I think Sol is like a one fits all, one size, like one approach fits all, but it's mainly a meme chain, and I do think it will remain the same for the short medium term.
I agree. Also, I can only speak for myself, but this would definitely make things easier for me because in the past, we had these seasons for like 2 or 3 weeks max most of the time, and I was always a bit lazy to bridge. So
same.
So it would have made things much easier for me if I could just trade these coins with
100%.
USDC.
100%. 100%. I had the same issue. I also was traveling when BNB season happened, so it was even harder to do it while moving around. So another good point there. Let's see. Let's hope.
Yeah, I think it would be cool, and also as you said, the market cap at which coins would migrate and then also
are deployed. Deployed, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That would make things much better because obviously, as you said, bundling would be way more expensive, and so people would be less inclined to do it, at least to the extent that they're doing nowadays.
At least the same amount of players.
Yeah.
It will be way less.
Yeah. So Daumen, you are streaming a lot every day, right?
Yeah.
And you're just showing like your trades, your thought processes. So walk me through what a day of locking in looks like for you.
Good. Like it's just waking up, going to the gym, work out a bit, come back, logging in on VC, streaming, mm,
Mm-hmm.
a few hours, dinner, stream again, and that's it. That's a proper clean and simple day.
Nice. Do you trade on VC a lot?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Every day. Yeah.
Really? Okay, so what are the advantages for you? Like
It's just yeah. It's not because of alpha or anything like that. Because sometimes no one makes money. It's just like you're actually spending 10 hours on the computer. Might as well be speaking to someone, right? Of course, he helps with comms. Sometimes people are like, oh, that's not the right CA. This is the correct one. But, it's just to not be alone, I think, because it's too many hours. I don't think I've become a bit better just because I'm in a happier place, but I still think I could do closer to the same to the amount that I'm making if I was doing alone. Just
okay.
just not to feel alone, to be honest.
Oh. Okay, I get that. I get that. Um so when you're trading, how do you find good coins? Are you someone that scrolls on Twitter or TikTok? Or are you scanning new pairs all day? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's new pairs all day, and
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot to mention the VC is good for that because it makes you lock in. You don't really if imagine if you are 10 hours alone. I cannot concentrate for 10 hours. I go to YouTube. I go to play something, but if I'm on the
Yeah.
VC, because other people are locked in, I feel like I gotta lock in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just meme scope. I don't trade tweets or no social coins at all. Only if I'm sizing.
Okay. And if you are sizing, then what sort of platforms do you use to find these like narratives or memes?
Same. It's really the same. Same
Okay.
as I was. It's really the same. Like I have lots of wallet trackers, so I'm aware of all the coins that are being bought and sold.
Mm.
Plus, group chats, and no specific place. Um, yeah, no
Okay.
specific place. I would say.
What makes a coin good for you? Yeah, like what are factors that you're looking for when you like buy a coin, especially like when you want to size into a coin?
Mm. Mm. That's good. I, I think this is going to feel a bit empty, but I think each
No
coin
worries.
is a coin. Each coin is a coin. For example, on TripleT, it was I knew the meme. I know how big it is in real life and the AI impact.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the thesis on Joshua, for example. Like, it's just it's a dog, and people are using PFPs. It's easy to rally behind a dog coin. So that was the thesis. So it really depends. It's coin to coin. I think you only can like it's a skill that only comes with experience, with trial and error, and time in the game.
Okay, but when you're like on new pairs, let's say, and you see something, obviously you don't buy every coin that you see on new pairs. Um, like what makes you decide to buy something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and again, I'm afraid I don't have a clear answer because it's
Mm-hmm.
again it's experience. So for example,
Okay.
you could open the computer to a friend of yours and say like stop meme scope, and you have 100 coins there, and you would ask what coins do you think are good, and they would like get zero right because something
Yeah.
that was good in 2024 is not good now. So it really is time in the game. The more time you
Mm-hmm.
spend, the more you'll learn if
Mm-hmm.
a coin is good or bad. For example, some coins it makes sense to have cashback. Some coins it makes sense to have uh, agents. And this is something that wasn't around 2 months ago. So it
Yeah.
changes so quickly. You got to be in the game non-stop.
Yeah.
Also, for example, I don't know, Tom Fury coins maybe were not that maybe were good in 2024. Right now, it's completely horrible. So it
Yeah, I
really
mean,
depends. Time in the game.
yeah, true. And also, it really depends on the meta because, like, Tom Fury. Like,
Yeah, the
no
meta
one's
as well.
talking about that right now. Like, for example, a couple weeks ago, like World Cup coins were going insane just because the World Cup was
Exactly.
approaching, and then obviously you could buy many coins related to that event, and would be profitable a lot of the times.
100%. The meta as well. That
Yeah.
in itself changes like daily, I would say.
Yeah, like it changes so quickly. Like, for example, you've also mentioned it before. We just had the Ansem insane runner, and then
Yeah,
other coins like Cupsy coin went to a couple million. TJR also went up, and
exactly.
obviously, like, they didn't stay there. But if you
Today they're not around
got
anymore, so
no, they're not. But if you got in and out quickly, then you could have made money on that. So yeah, I guess it's important to stay up to date with the meta.
yeah, I agree.
Um, okay, so I want to get a little more into your trading strategy, your trading style, because from what I know, you used to be a big size player, and nowadays you've adapted your trading strategy a little.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your trading strategy like nowadays, and how has it changed, and why as well?
Um, I would say I still size. So
Mm-hmm.
my most recent is $40,000 on Joshua at 3.7. That was just 1.5 weeks ago, I think. So I'm still a size player. I still size, but I
Mm-hmm.
trench every day. And it started out of boredom in the sense that I was in my house doing nothing. uh, and might as well be making some money because you can make six figures doing this, which is very relevant amount. And it makes you not be so lazy. So I was feeling lazy, just not doing anything. So I do both. I do both, to be honest. But now like I said, the two wallets help me. It's like this coin is good. I'm actually going to buy it on my size wallet, just so I'm forced to hold it for a little longer, but at the same time you know, stacking my profits, trying to get closer to 10K a day, just trenching whenever I can. Right now it's a bit hard because of the soul price, but yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
not to be lazy. I do both.
Nice. That's nice. So obviously in 2024 you built up your portfolio by sizing into
Yeah.
plays, right?
Yes.
Um, do you think you can do it as much in today's market, like with these
No.
market conditions?
No. 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 You can definitely still hit runners. So there are people that are up multiple six figures on Ansem coin. I was on TripleT. There are still these runners, just less opportunity, and
Mm-hmm.
also you have to have either get lucky or have a bigger bankroll, or just be super experienced because there are so like less opportunities. Uh, it's not easy to catch them, and
Yeah,
not at all. It's way difficult. No.
I agree. And as you said, like, there aren't as many opportunities nowadays, and therefore it's like even more important to be able to spot good narratives, good coins.
100%.
Yeah, so can you give any advice apart from experience? Obviously, that's like a big one, on how to develop the skill of identifying good narratives, good memes, opportunities, as you said.
Mm, what I would say is, you know, try to, before jumping in, learn a lot. I think you need people you can trade with.
Mm-hmm.
Alone it will be very difficult, borderline impossible. Some solutions are like these because people are like, but where do I find people? I'm not shilling any groups or anything, but there are some advantages in some groups. I won't name any just because, um, I don't know anything about them, but I know that some people, some traders met people in certain discords, whatever. So anywhere, bottom line is anywhere you can find people that are in the same stage as you, that are starting. You can chat with them every day. They can become your group, share ideas. You'll learn 10 times faster than just
Mm-hmm.
being alone reading comments. So find people to trade with, find and study on your own. That's my advice to you. It's so hard right now. So if you are
Yeah.
alone, you're not gonna win.
Yeah. No, I agree. I also got much better once I started
Y-
like
Exactly.
trading with other people in groups and stuff. You've also mentioned before that you track wallets a lot, right?
I
Um,
do.
so what do you do exactly? Because obviously most people track good wallets. But yeah, do you also have like do you also have like blacklisted wallets or wallets where you're like, oh, like that's a red flag, like I'm not gonna buy this coin because most of the time when they buy it rugs or whatever, like how do you use wallet tracking to your
I have two
advantage?
wall trackers. Yeah, I have two wall trackers. One is for trenching, and that's just to know what's going on in the charts, to
Mm-hmm.
know also what coins people are buying, if there are vamps or not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that includes like all side wallets. It's just like high dopamine, high volume wallets. But I need to be aware of everything that's happening, and like visually on the chart as well. Of course, some of those wallets are red flags, but
Mm-hmm.
I track them all the same way. I
Yeah.
just know that certain wallets are red flags, and I have uh, the high IQ wallets, the guys that will bid fewer tokens at higher market caps, and those are the ones that I stop what I'm doing and I go take a look at the token, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is something.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, and I also like I receive a summary of those tokens every day, every hour, so I go take a look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's pretty much it.
Nice. How do you find these wallets, like mainly high IQ wallets?
It's like they are not secret wallets. Like these are public guys. It's just my
Mm-hmm.
intuition, like saying, okay, this guy he's good, so let me add him. It's not just a wallet that only I have. Nothing like that. It's just every one of these wallets are public. I just know that when they buy something, it's worth taking a look at. It's
Mm-hmm.
either because they are high PNL, they are like tech quants, they are TikTok quants. I don't know. It might be for a variety of reasons, but all of these wallets are known and easily anyone can get them.
Mm-hmm. And how do you find their side wallets?
The funny thing is, side wallets are these days like they're a myth because everyone knows everyone's side wallets. They're not side wallets anymore. It's just like it's these are his wallets. These
Mm-hmm.
are his three wallets, and people know that everyone knows. It's just a consensus now. Like there are
Okay.
no hidden wallets anymore. People want their side wallets to be known as well.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
know, I know. Otherwise, I think it would be very hard to find them.
of
Because
course.
nowadays, like when you, with many people I've observed, when you look for their public wallet in Cielo, you can easily find
And
their side
also,
wallets and stuff.
there's this this tool. I'm not affiliate or anything. It's
Uh
just
huh.
like a useful tool for me. Is front run, for example.
Yeah.
They have been labeling the side wallets on the holders, so it's like, for example, imagine me. It would say like my main Daumen, and then some sites that I have, they will tag them as Daumen as well. So they are actually
Mhm.
tagging them, and it's like I don't care. It's just other walls that I use. Like not trying to hide them. If people
Mhm.
really wanted to hide, they would.
Yeah. 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 I agree. What wallet trackers do you use? What trackers can you like recommend?
Yeah, every day for trenching is just an inbuilt terminal tracker.
Mhm.
I just open on a separate window. I put it next to my beam scope, So that's like the main one. And like for sizing, I use Ray Tracker. Is like an
Ah,
OG
yeah.
wallet tracker, right? Like it's a
Mhm.
very one of the first ones, and it's just to have different interfaces. Let's say like that, because I like to keep like the sizing on one side and the trenching on the other. I don't want to mix it all up, so that's why.
Mhm. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So, if I was like a newbie and I wanted to become, a profitable trader, a good trader, I wanted to learn, and yeah, would you recommend wallet tracking?
Mm, well, I think so, 100%. Just because you need to know to be aware of what's being bought and sold.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that you. I don't recommend anyone should uh, copy or
The
like
trade, yeah.
copy the trade. Yeah, copy trades. I don't think anyone should do it, but you need to be aware of what's going around, like what people are buying and why, and what market cap and how much. Like all
Mhm.
of these this data, you need to be able to know it. And
Mhm.
you need to be able to ask like what coins ran today, yesterday, and you need to be able to say them the market caps, who made money on it. Like I know everything that happened
Yeah.
yesterday. So and I'm not making an effort. I just know. I don't know how I know, but that's because I track the wallets and I track
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, that's great. Do you sometimes go through organic runners, like good memes? Let's say Triple T. Triple T is a good
Hmm?
example, and then go through the top traders, top holders to then look for wallets.
To look for wallets to track?
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
don't do it. No, no,
Okay.
no.
So
It
you.
could be good, but it, it might just be a random wallet, and then I start
Mm,
tracking. No, no, no. I
okay.
only track people that are like quote unquote known, or that a friend says like, "Oh, this guy is XYZ,"
Mhm.
and I will track it.
Okay. So I feel like there are many like known people like KOLs as well nowadays that are, you know, aping from their side wallets and then using their main wallet candle as exit liquidity
Yep.
to dump from their sides. So how can people avoid like falling into that like trap? You know.
Uh, yeah. I think the biggest threat right now related with that is like, for example, I think people that multi wallets, they will buy the same block. So
Mhm.
they will buy main and sides at the same time. It's not really they bought the sides before and then they pumped it. I do think that there are like a few bad actors that will buy wallets, then will buy main, and then will buy FOMO on top. Because
Yeah.
yeah, I do think there are bad actors doing that, and that's for me like that's the worst, to
Mhm.
be honest. Because like I said, multi wallet guys, they will be buying all the wallet. For example, Cupsy, he buys like 4 wallets at the same time. Everyone knows he's not
Mhm.
just he putting his wallets in at 2K and then blasting FOMO at 10K. But there are people that are doing that and then they end up having a big percentage. I think that's really like a terrible thing to do. But whatever, it's I mean, if people fall for it, it's on them, to be honest. Because every single terminal, I use terminal for example, and you really have there like that. This is that guy's wallet. So if you fall for it, it's on you.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's just that, when I'm thinking of new people entering the space and the market, and they obviously have no idea about what's going on, they have no idea that you can have multiple wallets, that you can bundle coins, and they don't know what to look out for. So, yeah, that's why I'm asking. Um,
Yeah.
so, Darwin, what do you think are your strengths as a trader?
Uh, uh, I think adaptability, number
Mm-hmm.
one. Maybe if I will size, I will trench. I just I welcome change these days. Mm. I think I'm also a respectful trader in a sense. Like I don't really FUD other coins. I think that really only will get you into a spiral of negativity and will end up hurting your profits in the long term. That's it. Just like I'm a chill guy. I like to study a
Yeah.
lot and I like to see what was successful, why, and yeah, I adapt.
Nice. That's good. I think that's, as we mentioned before, one of the most important skills in the market, because if you don't adapt, there's the saying, adapt or die. You die.
Exactly. I don't think you need to have all of these to be successful though. Like there are people that they're just trading on their own. They like uh, always commenting on other people, blah, blah, and still make a lot of money. And just for me, that's what works, and that's how I feel good.
Yeah. And what are you struggling with the most as a trader?
Maybe, maybe selling. Maybe selling.
Okay.
Bigger positions. That's it. Maybe selling.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think it's like one of the hardest things to know when to sell or not, because this is something that I'm struggling with too. Either I sell too
When
early.
you're sizing and when you're holding,
Uh-huh.
you really you gotta make an effort to not go into the emotional side of the trade.
Yeah.
But easier said than done, right? So
Yeah. How do you have any advice on that? Like how to be more like stoic when you trade?
yeah, it's but somehow it doesn't work because someone said like uh, for me it's like would you invest this money into this coin right now? Imagine, for example, I will say a random value.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine I'm up $1 million on Ansem right now,
Yeah.
and it's like, would you put $1 million of your own money into this coin right now?
No.
If the answer is yes, then hold. If
Mm-hmm.
this no, then sell.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's a good starting point. Also,
Mm-hmm.
like if people are lower in portfolio or in money in general, it's like, does this money affect your life? Does it have a visible impact? Because if it does, you should take the money.
Yes.
Sometimes take the money, buy a nice watch, buy something that motivates you to keep going. Then like spending is also important. I think because if you're just stacking it, you're rich in the bank, but you're poor in the soul. Like you're not doing anything with your money. Just spend.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. When you have like a normal salary, like obviously you
Yeah,
won't save all of this either. So
yeah,
it's nice to
yeah. Of
reward
course,
yourself every now and then, like
exactly.
responsibly, of course. But yeah, no, I agree 100%. Um, also, um, what were your best trades, and what were your worst, and what did you learn?
Oh, the worst one that I can remember right now, that I've been uh, like troll the first time around when I bought it. I lost huge. I lost 6 figures. I also lost 6 figures on MLG. My second time that I got in. I also lost 6 figures on Uranus. Second time I got in.
Mm,
Uh, Recently Punch this year closed 6 figures. Uh, some of my best trades. Michi, some coins in 2024, Worm. Uh, Recently, like that Justice coin of Irina, like last year, uh, there was also a good trade,
yeah.
I think.
I know. That's how funnily enough, that's how I first discovered you, like your wallet, because I
Oh,
think you were either the top trader or top holder, and you were up like multiple six figures on it.
I
And
sold for 300
yeah,
profit.
wow, that's crazy. And I also heard that you donated a lot of money
Yeah,
to.
15K. Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, that's how I found your wallet in the first place. And then I went through your trades and I was like, oh, that's actually a good wallet. Let me follow. Let me
That's
track
good.
that wallet.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Daumen, as I've mentioned before, you have made it
Mhm.
your mission to onboard new people. How is that going so far? And what was the reason that you decided to do that?
Uh, yeah, the reason is because I was very bored. I think there's a lot of advantages. Like, my Twitter is kind of big, so I
Yeah.
really like growing it back then. I was intentionally working towards it, and I was like, why not YouTube? It's a bit less crowded. I think I can perform better than what's currently out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I started actually with TikTok, but I got shadow banned, and at the same time I was building YouTube. I was just posting a lot on TikTok, and I think it led me to a shadow ban, which is fair or whatever. But YouTube, YouTube is actually better for, like, I really like it. The feedback is like 90 something percent likes in all of the videos, like 98,
Wow.
99. Some have 100%. Lots of questions, lots of positive comments. I don't see any bad ones. Maybe they are automatically hidden. I don't know. I don't see them. It's going good. It's one video per week, long form. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about like 20 to 25. And then one short per day.
Nice.
And it's growing. Like last week I hit 1K. I'm currently at 1.4K. So these 400 new subs came in super quick. I think
Yeah.
the shorts are performing really good. Shout out to my editor. We've been
Congrats.
working together for 2 3 months, and we are nailing it now.
Nice.
And that's it. That's it. I just focus on really good content, and people
Mm-hmm.
welcome it. I said it before. CT is the home of crypto.
Yeah.
Twitter is the home of crypto, but it's so toxic there. Like, I could post a 50K PNL today, and people will be like, you know what? Fuck you. You farm these wallets, blah blah blah. This is. I saw a guy doing 200 yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
people don't care. If you post it on YouTube, they're like, whoa, how did you do it? Like,
Yeah.
can you teach me, please? Like, I'm willing to
Mm-hmm.
to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I welcome it. It's
Yeah.
like I give, I kind of want to give back, and I feel like people want to learn.
Yeah, it's very, very refreshing to have that sort of like positivity and to also see that you can make a difference, I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah, like CT can be very, very toxic.
Tough
Uh,
place, tough place to handle for a newbie.
yeah, I know, and I feel like instead of being happy for other people and about other people's wins, they on CT most people sort of like have a negative reaction to it, as you
Yeah,
said, and
they do.
they try to like bring each other down and stuff, which is like that's not nice and it's not uplifting. It doesn't help the space. So
I mean, Ansem just came back, airdropped a
yeah,
multi-million dollars, and that people
yeah,
are saying like they are still people criticizing him and blaming him for, like, whenever the token goes down 2%. Like, it's actually insane. It's just mute everything and just go on with your day. It's not worth.
yeah. No, it's crazy that people always have something to say, and Ansem, I do have to say, has been blessing the trenches,
100%.
right? And
100%.
yeah, it's like it's cool. But yeah, as you said, people always have something to say. Just mute them and move on. But yeah,
That's what I do.
it's really really nice because I feel like on other social media platforms, I'm kind of also in that like algorithm where people are speaking about making money and how to improve your life, how to improve your mindset and everything, all of these things. They really appreciate this sort of content because they want to learn, and when they see, like as you said, a 50K PNL, it's like inspirational. They're like, wow, he can do it. How did
Yeah.
he do it? How can I do it? How can I learn? And it's yeah, it's very 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 positive. So that is very cool. Um, so you have onboarded many new people to the space, and because of current market conditions, I have to say that, like, I have to ask that. Do you think newbies can
Mm-hmm.
realistically make money in these market conditions, or do you think they will most likely just end up being someone's exit liquidity?
Uh, I think they should come during these market conditions because if
Okay.
they only come through the bull, it's everything is like, I don't know the expression in English, but like everything is pink and roses and like everyone is happy.
Yeah.
That's an illusion. All right, that's what
Mm-hmm.
happened to me. You'll make fake money. You will not know when to sell. And but if you're master
Mm-hmm.
your craft during the bear right now, imagine when the bull comes. Like imagine if you're
Mm-hmm.
making 100K right now, and the
Yeah,
bull comes back,
crazy.
right? Like come now. It's going to be hard, but if you
Uh-huh.
study, just don't jump straight into it. Like study, take
Mm-hmm.
your time. You can be in the game without actually playing it. You can just watch. Like you you can watch a football game. I don't play football, and I still watch games. Right? You can know how the game works and then give it a try if it's your
Mm-hmm.
thing. But just master the skills now in the bear, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're right. I've heard that before. I don't know who said it, but someone said in a recent interview that they also entered the market in a like peak bull market, and they thought they were so knowledgeable and so good and had so many
Yeah, that was
skills.
me.
Oh, really?
I know
Someone
I
else?
didn't say that, but
Ah, okay,
that
yeah.
was me. That was happening
Ah.
with me. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then you tend to overestimate yourself a little, because you were able to make a lot of money in like very good circumstances, like
Yeah.
circumstances where it's like much easier to make money than nowadays. You could literally just throw your
100%.
money in a random coin and then it would go up. So it does make sense to, yeah, learn in these conditions, and then, as you said, in a bull market like that, if you're like good, then that's gonna be crazy.
Way better.
Yeah. Um, so you said people should observe and learn, study. What do you think people can do, like, to study? So
Uh,
you've mentioned before the like looking at wallets, looking at their trades, where they enter, where they exit, etc. But like, are there any more ways to like study?
yeah, yeah. I actually, by the way, I have a full video on just studying.
Nice.
But I'll give this TLDR in here.
Mhm.
There are two ways in my opinion. Just watch some streamers, right? Just it's not so you can be like them because you will not be. They are very
Mhm.
experienced. But watch to just know how the game is played. Same thing as watching like Cristiano Ronaldo playing football. And it won't be Cristiano Ronaldo, but you'll know how the game works. So
Mhm.
that's step one. Step two is just going like to platforms like KOL Scan, for example, Call Scan, um, and see who the top traders are, get their wallets, go on Soul Scan, and go token by token. How much did they buy?
Mhm.
Did they send to other wallets? How much did they send to other wallets? How long did they hold the token for? Pick up their wallets, open the token, filter their wallets, see when they bought, when they sold,
Mhm.
why, what market cap it was. Like it's just analytical job. It's just like
Yeah.
the boring part of it. For me, those are the only two ways I can think of right now. It's just streams, call scan with the wallets, and filter on the charts.
Mhm.
Uh, that's pretty much it. To be honest, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously watching your videos as well on YouTube. I've
Oh,
been
I forgot that. That's step number one actually.
yeah.
Just before all of those, that's step one.
Yeah. I've been watching your videos. I've been enjoying them. I even copied you your wallet tracking list.
Oh, thank
Um
you. That's good. I have to update it. I have a few new ones, but I think it's a
uh-huh.
good starting point. Good
Yeah.
solid 100 wallets. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I copied them. And yeah, now I'm tracking them too. It's like
Thank
okay.
you.
Yeah, that was great. So yeah, obviously there's many people on CT at the moment saying that we need more content creators for meme coins, more educational content, and um, what do you think are like the advantages of that? Why do you think people want there to be more like content creators for meme coins? Like they're always like, we need the TJR for meme coins and whatever not.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You know, they want more liquidity. That's it. That's the bottom line. I think
Yeah.
the current you know, one person that did good crypto content right now is like pivoting a bit to IRL, which I think is the natural step. Is Orangey. Orangey
Mm-hmm.
like was a like honest content creator. Still is, but I mean just like in terms of memes.
Yeah.
The rest is like it's slop content. It's irrelevant. It's trades like it's why do I want to see, and this is against me because I did it in the beginning because I just copied them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any advantage in doing like a slop 20-second edit of me making 2K. Like, what does that do to a normal person? Like, you see like a TikTok song with aura, some aura edit, anime, blah blah blah. What good does that do? So I stopped that. These quote unquote current creators, they are slop creators. They create slop. They show their wins and they flex on it. That's not really teaching anything, right?
No.
And that's also why I came up with the duck that I've been using.
Mm-hmm.
It's because everyone is the same. Everyone is wearing Chrome Hearts, AP, flexing a 2K PNL in 10 seconds. It's literally the same slop trader. Like, they are good traders, but that adds zero to it.
Yeah.
Plus, most of these YouTube channels are reused from when these guys used to do e-commerce and all of that. So if you actually go through mine, I'm averaging way more views per subscriber than they are. And for me, it's like you either want to actually teach someone, or you're just flexing to try and beat like TJR, selling courses and all that. I'm not saying TJR sells. I'm just saying like many guys sell. That's debatable. But what I think it's good about me is that people see my wallet, they see me trading, they see me on stream, and then I do content about like I'm not just some fugazi guy saying like selling things, selling a course, or no, I win every day, and then I make videos on how I win. I think it's genuine, you know.
Yes.
There is no one, in my opinion, doing this currently. It's a hot take, but I'm not really sure what a meme coin trader making a video on a private chat saying, "Oh, this is my weekend a private." I don't really know what that teaches, to be honest. But maybe that's going to be me someday. I don't know. Hope not. I'm joking. But yeah.
No, you're right. 100%. I also keep seeing these videos, as you said, these 20-second edits where someone's making like, I don't know, 5K in 2 seconds. So
yeah,
like as you said, like it's cool for them, and I guess it gives them a bit of like an ego boost when they can flex their wins and stuff.
The edits are good. The edits are super good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like as you said, it doesn't provide any value for exactly. It doesn't teach anything, and doesn't provide value for the community, for other people. So yeah, as I said, like I really enjoy watching your content, even as a more or less established trader. I guess there's still much for me to learn, but I'm definitely not a newbie. Been in the space for a longer time, and I still enjoy watching your content, and I watch every video. So I really like what you're doing, and I think you should continue doing that, because it's overall huge win for the community, for the space, and for people in general who watch these videos.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So we have spoken about this before, and I really just quickly want to talk about this again. So Ansem just came back to revive the trenches, and he was the main character on CT in 2024, and obviously one of the biggest voices in the bull run. So what do you think his comeback will lead to, and the impact it has on the space overall? And do you think this could be a sign of like a new bull run approaching?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was the main character. He still is, clearly, because no one else could have sent a coin this high. No one. I mean, no one currently. So he clearly still is the main character, and
Yeah.
it's good because it's actually incredible because he left for a while, not left, but like wasn't that active in memes, and comes back
Mm-hmm.
and is like if he didn't leave in the first place.
Right.
And yeah, in my opinion, it gives hope that we are headed towards some good months. Because at least since I've been here, the summers have been good. 2024, obviously, but then last year, 2025, and I was like hoping for a good summer this year, and then Ansem comes back, starts bull posting, starts
Yeah.
sharing the memes, and I'm like, wow, maybe we're going to have like a reversal on on the sentiment. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he still is the main character in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure it's constant. He just crossed 1 million followers. How
Yeah, I
crazy is
saw.
that?
I know.
On a bear market, how crazy! Like
Crazy.
it's a good indicator that people want to join. Maybe
Yes.
they just needed some guidance, and I think
Yeah.
he's providing that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it will translate into higher ceilings for meme coins.
Yeah, I hope so too. That would be really, really cool. Yeah. For my final question, I would like to
Yeah.
know what is your biggest learning lesson in crypto since you started?
Uh, mm. The lesson is like you're going to have to endure some big losses. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. There's no
Yeah.
way to escape them. You're going to have big losses. Just make sure you can live with them and you can accept them and move on. Because there's no avoiding them. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I've been there, I've done that, and definitely, you know, grew to be more like resilient, I guess.
That's it. Yeah.
Tough, mentally tough. Yeah. And actually, I have one more question that I just
Yeah. Go
thought
ahead.
about. So, if someone wants to be profitable trading meme coins in 2026, what would you like advise them? Although we kind of already mentioned that, to be fair. But like just summarizing.
Yeah, just a lot of observing before
Yeah.
joining, and then just to make sure you know how to stay safe in a chart. You know how to
Mm-hmm.
pick up bundles, holders. Just make sure you have the tools before you actually buy the coin. Make sure
Yeah.
you know if the chart is safe or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's the bottom line.
Okay. Thank you so, so much, Daumen,
Of
for
course,
hopping on
of
a
course.
chat
No,
with
I thank you
me.
for the invite. And also, yeah, shout out to you as well, because you've been
Uh,
consolidating yourself with these interviews on very big traders, friends of mine. I've watched them.
yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, you're also on the come up, and I'm pretty sure you'll have lots of success
thank you.
in that field as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Daumen, so where can people keep up with you and
Yeah,
with your
just
trades?
go through my X. All my socials are there. I
Mm-hmm.
link them on my bio just to make sure people are safe, and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. My YouTube is my main content creation platform right now. So if you want to learn, just
Yeah.
just subscribe.
Yes, for sure. I can recommend. Also, you should maybe consider going on Facebook. I've heard they pay very
Oh,
well,
really?
and you
Really?
get good
Okay.
views because they're trying to push the sort of like video short form content on there as well. So maybe it's
Oh,
worth a
thank you.
try.
I will do. I will do that. Thank you. I wasn't aware.
Yeah,
That's
you're
good. That's
welcome.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.